Why do straight, horny men slut-shame women? Honestly, it seems to be a combination of taking the lock and key analogy too seriously and a bitter, why not me? I think you underestimate people's infantile willingness to shoot down others' happiness and enjoyment simply because they low-key or high-key believe that if they can't win that nobody should. Be safe. Penis-having participants should wear a condom. Follow consent. Be respectful. And set clear expectations. Only judgment I reserve the right to have is if someone is bringing undue and intentionally misrepresented risk to others with their fun. I'm a woman, but I think the reason men slut-shame women is because they want to be the only one to be with each woman they sleep with. Those men want to own women as they view us as sexual objects and are territorial about it. It's pretty disgusting and pathetic, but that makes the most sense. I think it is because they want to give their own self a relief. They can't get a girl. Label the girl as low caste and feel better about self. In my experience, they only do this to women who won't sleep with them. Answer. The grass is always greener. I am a woman, and I have convinced men to open up to me about this. Their claim is that women have so much power through their bodies and sex. Models and of girls achieve heights with their looks that men cannot. Or Marilyn Monroe and Kim K and some current pop star women are famous for having sex with the right men. Thus, when women give it away for free, they are undervaluing their power, and thus negligent to what they could be. It also ties into the lock and key analogy. That's what I've heard, and I'm attempting to avoid bias. I've literally had and seen dudes call me and other women stupid and naive for wanting to be treated like human beings when we want casual sex. Then those same men wonder why women don't like casual sex. As stated by someone from somewhere, only virgins make a big deal on virginity. Some people are just too stupid to realize they're acting against their own best interests. Like the judges and politicians outlawing abortion. What is your mistress going to do now when you knock her up? Women's sexuality has been and always will be feared. I wasn't gonna comment because it seems like most people got the main suspects out of the way. 1. Instinctually, dudes want to be sure the kid is theirs if she enjoys sex and he deems her a slut. Hell forever be unsure about paternity. 2. Dudes do not fully understand that women are more sexual that they can account for causing some to short circuit when they find out she's beyond his personal acceptable limit for how much she should like sex. 3. Big one here. Dudes who don't or can't get sex will slut shame because by doing so they make their inability to have sex with women they deem sluts a virtue. Gee, they're sluts and I would never stoop so low. When really these dudes couldn't even if they paid. 4. Last one is it's a shame mechanism. Pretty effective for ostracization, humiliation, bullying and general reputation destruction are defacing. I think I highlighted the ones I know about, but I am sure there are others. People seem to enjoy putting things down to one factor or the next. It could be any combination of these things or anything else I've missed. Dudes would slut shame even if they were guaranteed more women who would be more willing to have sex. It's been going on from since time began and it will continue as long as humans last on this rock. There's no fixing it because it's as intrinsic as it is learned. No amount of derived benefit will change it. Religion causes purity shaming. With that comes self-hate and irrational blaming. We have abstinence-only teachers to telling young girls when they have sex before marriage. They are like a chewed-up piece of used gum stuck to the underside of a park bench. They are now so disgusting and gross that only terrible people would want them. They are told they are worth less than other girls who remain pure. I also don't think this is a man issue. Women can be just as judgmental towards other women. According to my wife, women are much worse to each other than men. But that's anecdotal. They want women to only be with them. The old, sour grapes, mental switcheroo. I can't have that thing I really want. Never mind. I didn't really want it anyway. There's something wrong with it. Probably because the women are having as much sex as the guy wishes he was having. A lot of men think that just because a woman enjoys having a lot of sex, it means they will have an easy shot at having sex with them. When they inevitably get rejected, they turn to slut-shaming. Some of them actually don't seem to want women to have sex with them either. I dated a guy once who complained at length about his frigid ex-wife but broke things off with me because I slept with him too soon. Go figure. Far too many males never grew up. They reach sexual maturity, but never reached emotional or intellectual maturity. That combinations leads to them thinking every woman owes them, and only them, sex, and they lash out when they cannot get it or someone else receives a woman's affection. You see the results of this over and over again in toxic work environments, scary dating stories, and abusive relationships. I have long wondered that myself. It seems they would reward behavior they enjoyed. My hubby once made dinner toast to women that put out. My dad said, "Here, here," and they clinked glasses. Our kids were mortified. I've gotten slut-shamed before. I don't even have sex routinely. I mostly have abstinence periods that go for like over a year. And honestly, the last time I got slut-shamed, 2 weeks ago, was with a guy whose car I sat in after we did the deed while he bragged about sleeping with all these girls. I hadn't seen him in almost 2 years. We got into a fight and he called me a slut for having sex with him and said I had no self-respect for having sex with him, blah blah. I just reminded myself that I'm doing God's work, healthcare, and have my future planned out while he's doing nothing and too busy worrying about his skateboarding tricks. He also worried about me being clean while he supposedly had sex with all these girls and doesn't get routinely tested. I have access to an urgent care, so I got routinely checked. Never got an STD before. But sometimes logic just doesn't apply to these men. Woman shrugging, light skin tone. I don't plan on ever talking to him again, FYI. They do this because they are often rejected by the women they want to sleep with. It is a defense mechanism.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.